Alright, what's up, Stans? Number one Stan here. We are back with more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we had beat our first gym, got our first gym badge, got our first TM, and we taught it to Winnie. And it was Mud Slap. So, like I said, it's a 20 power ground time move. It's alright early game, and speaking of which, I'm actually going to move that. I'll replace it with Lick. Or swap it, I should say. But, oh, and we got this egg. From Professor Elm's assistant. It must be close to hatching. So I'm gonna just carry it around until it hatches, because the assistant said, hey, when it hatches, give Professor Elm a call. And that is what we were gonna do. And this time we are going to continue on our adventure. But first, if you are playing Pokemon Crystal, because this patch grass is not here in Gold or Silver or the remakes for some odd reason. But there's only one new Pokemon, and it is Growlithe, a fire type. So if you did not choose Cyndaquil and you've been wanting a fire type, and you're playing Crystal, Growlithe is amazing. Being a great mix attacker, even as a Growlithe, it is incredible. It does evolve with the Firestone that we're not going to get for a while. So any moves you want to learn, especially that Flamethrower, even though that's pretty late, I would get before you evolve it. And Arcanine, which weirdly enough is considered a legendary Pokemon, but it's not legendary. An even better mixed attacker. For some reason, Growlithe's attack and special attack are the same for the base, but Arcanine has slightly higher attack. Also being incredibly fast and pretty good HP as well for a fire type. It is just amazing. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm only using new Pokemon, I would definitely have used Growlithe and Arcanine. But yeah, other than that, the other Pokemon there we've seen already. And in this area, the Ruins of Elf, Mystery Stone Panel Chamber. I'm not going to do that puzzle. There's also only one new Pokemon, and it's not good. It is Unown. It is a Psychic type, so the earliest Psychic type we can get. But the only move it learns is Hidden Power, which is a random move type. It can be everything except normal, and it's a huge, complicated, long system that, like, they didn't really have a way to figure it out easily in this game. There are like 8 hidden power checking websites, and you basically have to go off your Pokemon's IVs, which are hidden stat that you can't normally see in the newer games. Or, sorry, the older games. The newer games, they made it so you can. But you'd basically have to just input your Pokemon stats, input their level, and then it will give you possible types unless they have it narrowed down. But Unown is just bad. Its stats aren't that great. It doesn't evolve, and it's a random like type basically that you'll have. So there's many better Psychic types that we'll get in a while, because it's not even guaranteed that Hidden Power will be Psychic. It'd be a lot of testing and figuring things out to see what type it actually is. So anyways, heading down this way, if we talk to this guy, you have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. Training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As souvenir of Violet City, take this. Increases the power of grass type moves. And we got the Miracle Seed. Very helpful. So they have, and unfortunately I don't have any grass moves. Where is it? Oh yeah, that Perza Cure Berry cures paralysis. So like the Poison Cure. And I never went over what the Bitter Berry did, by the way. It's a self-cure for confusion. So if you have your Pokemon hold it, or you can use it in a battle. If it gets confused, it'll automatically use it, which is nice. So the Miracle Seed boosts the power of Grass-type moves. It's a decent amount. 20%, I think. Maybe in Gen 1 it was like, or Gen 2 it was like 10 or 15%. But they have one of every type. So eventually we will get the one for the Fire type, Normal type, and Bug/Poison type. But moving on here on Route 32, we have quite a few new encounters. So let's get into them. Finally, an electric type. Too bad it's after the flying gym, but Faulkner did say he wouldn't allow it. Not in Crystal at all, sadly. Mareep is an interesting electric type, as in it's pretty slow. However, 65 base special attack and getting Thunder Shock shortly after catching it is nice, and with just 2 evolutions, that special attack stat just gets better and better. And evolving pretty early too, level 15 to get Flappy and level 30 for Ampharos, not bad. Man, it's so weird seeing Ampharos without the beautiful hair from its Mega Evolution. But having 90 HP and special defense per base stats, along with 115 special attack, allows this thing to take some hits before getting off a strong electric type attack, like Thunder Punch that it gets upon evolving. A 75 power or 112.5 with stab is an incredibly strong move. Also being 100% accurate and a chance to paralyze is always welcome. And I decided to show off the levels of moves before evolving as well, for all future 3-stage Pokemon. There's not too many of them though, but I figured it's easier to see and compare if it's worth evolving right away or not. But I would highly recommend evolving right away just for Thunder Punch. And I would incredibly recommend this Pokemon. And if I was playing Gold, it would be on my team. Booba! The OG Water and Ground type, meaning it's only weak to Grass, but it is a quad weakness to it. But honestly, that is not so bad because its strengths by far outweigh the one weakness. Being the only water type immune to electric, while being super effective against it, is great. The downsides, it's slow, even for a water type, and that low special attack stat means it can't make the best use of the water moves it gets. Quagsire, getting an incredible overall stat boost, over double what Booba had, is awesome, especially when evolving at the low level of 20. Amnesia helps to take special attack moves as it raises the special defense stat by 2 stages, which is a lot. There's 6 stages you can be up or down. Plus, you already know how I feel about getting an Earthquake by leveling up. There's so many great Pokemon in this route, and honestly, I would have had this on my team, but I use it almost every time I play through the Johto games. Ekans, which is just Snake backwards. Our first pure poison type that we can get, except for Gold players right now. We'll get in a little while. But honestly, it isn't a good thing. Poison is one of the weakest types, both offensively and defensively, when it's on its own. Being only super effective against Grass, which most Grass types are part Poison, so it nulls out the super effectiveness. It's weak to Ground, Psychic, and Steel types are just outright immune to it. It's just a shame it took another 4 generations for Poison to be more useful. It's got a decent attack stat and speed though. Arbok, which is just Cobra backwards, but with a K, so it's okay. Pretty moderate attack, a nice defense stat, decent special defense, and sort of fast, which is weird because it's a snake and it doesn't have legs, but yet it's still pretty fast somehow. But it's pretty alright stat-wise, but again, pure poison is just ick. Not learning any new attacking move until level 43, which is just acid. It's a stronger version of Poison Sting. Doesn't help. It does learn the Sludge Bomb TM though, so I guess as a poison type it's better than Crobat in that one aspect. Only the one. However, there are better poison types still. Okay, this Nidoran here was giving me like a little bit of a problem. But yeah, as you saw against that Zubat, it used Supersonic, which is like a 55 accuracy move. And like I mentioned, I think it was back in like episode 1. Oh, what's up, Wade? Fucking, is that not? Oh, is it? Oh my goodness! Oh wow! Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk it? Right, it's 3 days. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. One thing I forgot to do. Talk to this lady, Liz. Said, oh, you're on a big journey to see sights. Can I have your phone number? I want to hear about everything you've seen. She will call if she finds, like, some rare items. So she's important to talk to. I want to keep... Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I also picked up a Repel. Which, Pokemon, you won't run into Wild Pokemon for 100 steps if your Pokemon's level is higher than the Wild Pokemon. And we are... But I'm going to save that Repel. I think we could have... So this is why winning is nice. Because early level Ghastlies don't have much they can do. Also, I could use it. Like all they have is Lick and we're immune. But we can lick it back. Somehow we can lick a ghost, but it can't lick us. And Winnie got to level 11. So yeah, I during the bios there, Miles did get to level 11 and learned Constrict. Which you're not Miles, you're Miles. Which, yeah, it's 10 power. So it's like the weakest attack. Like I said, it's a little struggle using a Spinnerack for a little while. But it will be worth it. One day. Okay, let's put Squeaks up front. Let's fight you. I think they'll do it for me. And at least in a couple levels, we will get a fire-type attack. Whoopa! God, I love Whoop. Like, look how happy Whooper is. The dude has no arms. Also, this is not good, because I know it has Water Gun. But the dude has no arms, and he's as happy as can be. Ah, yes, the Tail Whip Water Gun combo. They never see it coming. Oh yeah, with Supersonic. So, 55 accuracy base. Opponents using it means the accuracy goes down. But yet it seems whenever an opponent uses Supersonic, it hits. Like every time. It is ridiculous. But whenever I seem to use Supersonic, which I hardly do, how'd you like to have this tasty nutritious Slowpoke tail? Just $1 million? Heck yeah, that's a deal. I thought kids these days were loaded. So, is there? There's not. Oh, there's an item. A Great Ball. So, a Great Ball, as it sounds, is a better version of the Pokeball. And down here is Pokemon Center. For some reason, right before Cave. They're not always going to be right before Cave. And if we talk to this guy, this is a great fishing spot. You saw people fishing. How about you? Would you like one of my rods? Why'd you have to pause, like, say it like that? So we got the old rod. Fishing's great. There's water, be it sea or stream. Try out your rod. So there are quite a few new Pokemon we can get with the old rod. I will go over them in a little bit here. I'm going to fight more of these trainers. I probably shouldn't have Squeaks out. Yeah, so I will I'll fight these guys, and I will see you in a second. Cause may as well not show them. Oh, actually, Ralph. He's the important one, ish. So Goldie, so level 10. So yeah, I guess I can talk about this while we play. Oh god, it's right. It's got pecked for some weird reason. I don't know how a fish pecks, but okay. Okay, Winnie. But yeah, the levels of trainers actually scale pretty well with us. I mean, we're only using 3 Pokemon, and they're pretty much at our level. Now again, he only has 1 Pokemon, so it is going to be slightly higher than others, but really Winnie. But still, you know, it's a pretty challenging game for a while, I'd say. I mean, yeah, if you only use 1 Pokemon, you're going to be over leveled and won't have a problem, but if we talk to you, like, don't young people push? I've seen rare Pokemon while I've been fishing. Like that, right? Want to trade phone numbers? Sure. So the Pokemon that he's talking about, you can't even get with the old rod. So I won't even go over it. Oh, there's an item over there I missed. Whoa, you made me lose that fish. Oh, what a bummer. Yeah, so you didn't miss anything exciting at all. That guy only had Magikarps. There's always at least one all Magikarp guy in every game that Magikarp's available. And Henry. So yeah, I'll see you after this fight now too. Hypnosis is another super low accuracy move. Again, I think it's like 55 accuracy. What happens when he uses it the first time? Put me to sleep. So sleep in this game is anywhere from like 1 to like 5 turns. Luckily, as of Generation 2, if Pokemon wakes up, it will get to do the attack it was going to do. So if Miles wants to wake up here, or don't, Miles, that's fine too. I'm pretty sure switching out does not reset the sleep counter. Oh my god, I'm getting the max sleep. Because used to be in Gen 1, switching out would reset the sleep counter. Are you kidding me? Isn't that 5 turns? Maybe it's 6. Dude, Miles, you are... There we go. Okay. Wow, it missed. Also, it's weird that it says it didn't affect instead of, like, you know, the attack missed. Like, status moves are weird like that. But, hey, I beat it. Well, the first Poliwag. Hey, Miles grew to level 12. Nice. 5 more levels, and then you get Nightshade. And another Poliwag. Okay. Well, now I will see you in a second. Splash? I should have... When I beat this guy, he went sploosh. He must be a fan of Wind Waker. Okay, so Miles is 12. Winnie's almost 12. Another point to note of how much stronger Winnie is. Like, yeah, Poison Sting's a weak move. But Winnie killed that Poliwag in 2 scratches. It was, like, not even close. So, if I come around here, because I forgot there was an item down there. Good job, Winnie. I usually don't fight wild Pokemon if I don't have to, but Winnie was close to leveling up. One scratch, critical hit. Easy peasy. So, I might have went over it when we went over Spinarak's file. But that's another reason I want to use Spinarak, because it is a little challenging for a while. Like, I didn't want to just use super easy Pokemon. You know, like, yeah, Winnie is strong, and will be even stronger. But, it's like, I needed more than just, you know, a Cyndaquil with no fire moves for a while, and another Great Ball, and Spinarak that won't have any good moves for a while as well. But still, it's nice. So I'm gonna heal up. Also, look at this. So we have 3 Pokemon and an egg. Why would the egg need healing? It's an egg. It can't fight. You can't send it out in battle. If all my Pokemon fainted, even though we have an egg, like, we would white out or black out. I can't remember what they called it in this one. There's another trainer there. Yeah, Squeak can fight it. That badge, Violet City. You beat Faulkner? Yeah, bro. Oh, you can't come down here, by the way. I did mention it when we were going over the bios, but the one guy who gives us the Miracle Seed blocks the way. He says, "Oh, you don't have a badge? Well, go beat Faulkner and prove you're strong enough to handle this area." So, yeah, unfortunately, that's why you can't get a Mareep until after the gym. It's a real shame. But I'll see you in a second. I didn't realize it was paused. I thought I unpaused it. Oopsie. So Squeaks leveled up to level 12 and learned Emperor in that fight. And I was saying, I'm so proud of you, Squeaks. I don't know how it paused. But yeah, Ember is 40 base power, so it's going to be 60 with stab. So already starts a stronger in tackle. And it's 100 accurate, so it shouldn't ever really miss. But I was saying I was going to heal. But yeah, that's weird. I'm going to have to check the recording afterwards. Because, oops a daisy. I don't know how that happened. Oh, and I fully healed. Hope to see you again. Okay, and now we have Union Cave. For some reason, we don't need Flash in here. But while we make our way through this cave, let's go over the bios. Magikarp, the weakest Pokemon ever. Found with our newly obtained Old Rod in any body of water. This thing is trash. Why would anyone ever use this thing? Oh yeah, because it becomes Gyarados, one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. 125 attack is amazing, and weirdly enough has 100 special defense and 95 HP. Let's take some special attacks pretty well, except electric, as it's now quad weak to it. Unfortunately, other than Hyper Beam, it can't get any physical moves at all. Once again, Bite is dark now, so it's going off that measly 60 base special attack stat instead. Dragon Rage is a dragon move, and was the only dragon move in Gen 1, but it just always does 40 damage. Sure, early game it could take out most things in just 2 hits, but after that, it's just meh. Tentacool, a water and poison type with insane special defense. I mean, 100 base special defense is incredibly high for unevolved. Bubble Beam is also a very strong water move, the strongest you'll get for a while, which definitely puts it above other water types for that alone. Side note here, in the bios, that's the earliest place you can catch the various water types, but each body of water is different Pokemon generally. So if you want a Tentacool, New Bark Town is the earliest you can get one. So let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yep. No matter how many times I count it, it's only got 14. So Tentacool is a liar, saying it has 100 tendrils when there's only 14. Never trust the Pokédex, it's full of lies. But other than the lies, 120 special defense is the highest for any water type up to Gen 2, and one of the highest total. Also weirdly fast for a big jellyfish. It lets it outspeed more than you think. Capable of being a decent mixed attacker, especially since it can learn Sludge Bomb with TM. It's pretty good overall. Would recommend, and if I wasn't using just new Pokemon, I'd probably use this myself. Krabby. Man, they sure like having water types with incredibly high attack stats. Krabby is only useful for doing decent damage with physical moves and having some pretty high defense as well. It can hit decently hard with Vice Grip and eventually Stomp. Guillotine, though, I will say, it is a one-hit KO move, but it has 30 base accuracy. It does not work on Pokemon higher leveled, and for every level higher than you are, the accuracy goes up by 1. Kingler has the highest attack stat for all water types, which is like Jumpluff being the fastest grass type, where it's not that great. 115 defense is also pretty good for a water type, but it's just a darn shame it can't make good use of its full potential. Sandshrew, or as I call it in my Let's Go Pikachu Let's Play, Stanshrew. Another pure ground type and available in Gold and Crystal. Silver players can get it soonish. It's got really good defense and attack for being unevolved. And evolving only once and at 22 is earlier than both Phanpy and Geodude, getting you its full potential a little sooner. Note, there are a few levels of this cave, and the percentage is different depending on what floor, but 30% is for the entry level floor. Sandslash. A moderate boost to attack and defense, and a decent boost to its other stats. Sandslash is great. Being faster than Golem and Donphan is a nice thing. Sadly, unlike the other two, though, it does not learn Earthquake leveling up, and the TM is very, very far away. Sandstorm is another weather move. This one just damages all Pokemon that aren't Rock, Ground, or Steel types for 5 turns, so it's not that great. It didn't get the boost for Rock types to get a special defense increase till Gen 4, so if you're playing the remakes, then yeah, it's a decent move, but not for us. We will get a decent ground type move sooner than later, which would go nicely on Sandslash. Sandslash. Man, oop, did it again. So, using the old rod in the water in Union Cave, you can get Goldeen. And I sure hope you like water types with high attack and poor special attack, because here's another one. Seriously, what was with Gen 1 and having high attacking water types, knowing they won't be that great? Goldeen is by far the worst of the high attacking water types though. So if you're going to use one for whatever reason, we already saw at least 2 that are better. Gyarados and Kingler, or I guess Krabby and Magikarp. And put it in the trash. Seaking, it's just bad, y'all, I'm sorry. Having slightly higher special attack than the others, I guess, is a good point. But somehow slower than Kingler, even though Kingler's a king crab, and Seaking is a goldfish. And it also takes 5 levels longer to evolve than Kingler. Like, just why? It takes the longest out of all pure water types to evolve by level, and most dual typed water ones as well. Even Totodile evolves to its final stage sooner than this, and it's a starter Pokemon. The only thing cool about this line is that the only 2 to learn Waterfall by leveling up, which is the final HM will get, but you can't use it till you get the final badge anyway. But with it being a water move, it's a waste on these high attacking water types. Okay. So as we get to new areas that we can get new Pokemon by fishing, I will go over those every time as well. And same when we get the better rods. There's also a good rod and a super rod that we will get quite a ways later. But yeah, Slowpoke here is a very tanky Pokemon, as you saw. And Squeaks grew to 13, nice. Hey, one more level, Squeaks evolves. That's gonna be awesome. Because I'm definitely gonna want Squeaks to evolve before the next gym. So come down here. TM 39. I knew there was a TM here. And it is Swift, an attack that never misses. So that's going on Winnie. So it's a normal type move, and 60 power. So it's just a better scratch. Now, some TMs that we find, we will be able to eventually get more of. And I'm going to run into all the wild Pokemon. Because that's usually how it goes. And we got another item. Next defend. So I talked about those, I think, last episode. They can be useful. I might use them. But I won't ever buy them. Ah, my goodness. It's like, cave isn't scary. Strong Pokemon aren't scary. Also, these people are using Pokemon we can't get for a while. Hopping we can't get for quite a few towns still. Slowpoke we can get fairly shortly, but a Vulpix? Like, dude, where'd you get a Vulpix? Like, the only fire type we could find was a Growilthe. Like, huh? Also, I think Vulpix is only in silver. Bro is cheating hardcore. Also, I have not mentioned this yet. Because it keeps using Ember on me. Fire types cannot be burned. For some reason, electric types can still be paralyzed. And that dude just flashed me. That's gross, bro. I don't want to be flashed. And Awakening does as it sounds. It wakes Pokemon up. And always right before the end of the dungeon. But yeah, that is that for the cave. There are no new Pokemon on Route 33. In fact, the route is very small. Like, this is it. This is Route 33 right here. This grass. But I'm just gonna get this Poison Cure Berry. Yeah, might need that. But yeah, that is gonna be it for this episode. So thank you all for tuning in and watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed. And next time, we will be going to Azalea Town, of course, where our next gym is, and there's also the Slowpoke well that we will be doing. Until then, I better save the game before I forget, because I would not want to have to redo any progress, because I have to redo all of it. But yeah, until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye.